This is the Casio Slim Solar Analogue-Digital watch. The reason I picked this watch up was because I owned quite a few quartz movement watches, and the battery would die, rather quickly, 2 years or something. And you'd have to replace it, and it would usually cost quite a bit to replace the battery, $10, and I just said, nah, forget it. And I just have a pile of watches that don't run anymore because I didn't replace the battery. So I don't like the idea of having to replace a battery every now and then and just not knowing when a watch is going to die on you. So I consider it an automatic movement watch, but unless you spend, or you're willing to spend quite a lot of money, you can't really get an automatic movement that will keep really accurate time. They tend to lose quite a bit of time every week, or sometimes every day, not like a quartz movement. And this watch really appealed to me because it's a solar-powered watch. It has a battery, a rechargeable battery that is replenished by solar cells on the face of the watch, which means you pretty much never have to replace the battery, ever. You just need to expose it to the sun every now and again. And this watch also appealed to me because it had all the functions of your typical digital watch, digital display there. And it also had the look of an analog watch. I personally prefer analog to digital. And so I thought, wow, this is really cool. It's an analog watch, it's also a digital watch, and it's solar powered. And on top of that, it was cheap. It was only I think $30, something like that. That's a really good price, and this isn't some no-brand, it's Casio, which is pretty good. It's a Japanese quartz movement cased in China. And yeah, so far it's been fairly accurate, I'd say. I had it probably about a week. I set it to the atomic clock, and last I checked, I believe it was last night, it was pretty close. It was just a fraction of a second off, which is pretty good. Well, this is the watch itself. As you can see, you have the 1 through 12 on the outside, and you can't really see it, but on the inside you have the 13 through 24, just like the military time, I guess. And then there's the digital display itself. You press the mode button, and you can adjust. Here this tells you the battery level high. In this case, it never really dropped below high. If you just wear it, every other day or every day, the battery shouldn't deplete. It's pretty good. According to the manual, it only requires about 8 minutes a day under direct sunlight to sustain the watch functions. And if you were just to toss it, in the dark, the battery can actually last without any light for about, I think it said 10 months. It will go into a sleep state where the digital display will shut down and the hands will stop moving. They'll stay in the 12 o'clock position, but the watch will continue to keep time. So, this watch has quite a few features. It has 5 alarms that you can set. But the thing I don't like about the alarms, they only last about 10 seconds. And there's no snooze button. So it's 10 seconds and then that's it. It's done. And I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so I can't use this to wake myself up. But I guess it's better than nothing. And it also has a stopwatch, a countdown timer. You can adjust the time zone. That's one thing you have to do out of the box. I think it was set for Tokyo's time zone. So you have to adjust that before you adjust the time, and it should have the correct time right out of the box. And you also want to set it for daylight savings time. Here on the digital display, you can choose to have it displays the seconds here on the digital display. There's no second hand. You can have it display the time in digital. Or if you press the search button, here it's the month and the day. time again. And there's the day of the week. So yeah, that's it. Here are the hands, the minute and hour hand. They actually have a lume to them. Like here, I'll just light it up and show it. Oh, there you go. It's pretty good, I guess. It's decent. But I would have liked it more if there was some more lume for reference, like lume by the numbers, or maybe a lume here, just so you know where the hands are in relation to the numbers. And also the digital display has a backlight. It's not like the greenish, bluish glow you'd see in some other digital watches. This is like an amber glow that comes from the side. So I guess it tries to conserve the battery that way, and here it is. Yeah, it's not that great, but it does the job. It lasts 1.5 seconds or 3 seconds. You can adjust that. And yeah, well, it's a fairly slim watch, the profile. As you can see here, it's much, much thinner than what you'd expect from, say, Casio G-Shock. I take it it's not as durable. I mean, it's really lightweight, but it gets the job done. It's a good everyday watch. And personally, I prefer this to G-Shock because I mean, you can wear this every day. It's lightweight. You don't even know it's there. It's low profile. And it's nice, I think. It has a fairly large head, I'd say. Here's a quarter you can see for comparison. So yeah, that's the size of the head. I guess I'll just show what it looks like on my wrist. So yeah, here it is. Looks pretty good, I think. Of course, I have a larger wrist. I believe it's just under 7 inches. It might look a little big if you have a smaller wrist, I guess. Yeah, the band is resin. I prefer resin because I have pretty hairy arms, as you can see. So, the metal bracelet type bands, those tend to pinch my arm hairs. It's really nice, I think. So, yeah, I guess I can't really think of anything else to mention. Well, the thing about this watch, something else I forgot is, there are different styles, I think. There's another one that's black, and also instead of orange, it has white. Although I haven't seen that on Amazon. I think I saw it once, but it was way overpriced. It was more than the retail, I think. And there's another model that's metal. It has like a stainless steel casing and a stainless steel wristband. But I didn't really like the look of it. I preferred this one. So, yeah. I guess that's it. I mean, I feel like I've been rambling on. I don't even know if this is a good review. But overall, I really like the watch. I'd say if you're looking for something that's, you can use every day, that you just toss on. It's nothing fancy, but has plenty of features. It's cheap, and it's solar powered. You never have to change the battery. So it's a really great watch. And something I forgot to mention is it is water resistant, up to 100 meters, 10 atmospheres. So you can pretty much use this for swimming or showering or whatever, but not diving. It's not good for diving, as if you're diving anyway. Yeah. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. It's a good watch. Buy it. The end. Yeah.